With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
From the 50, Newton. And right away, he lost the football. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Cam's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. On fourth down, Newton. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on second and 10. Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. Buying time to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. We're scoreless after 1. In motion left comes Moss. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a first down throw for Newton. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Newton on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Calvin Johnson from 13 yards out. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And now it's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Throwing left side, he's hit, he lost the football, put it on the carpet, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Cunningham. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Randy Moss, 94 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
They'll try to run with Patterson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to fire one one deep over the middle. And this is caught. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Calvin Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Cam looking to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He's going to try and go deep again.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one liked.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking deep for his tight end, Gates. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Gates, as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
To throw is Newton. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to go up top again. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll send Moss in motion right.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. They hand this one to Gronk. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. In motion left comes Moss. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The slot man in motion right.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Slot man moves right. Patterson running between the tackles. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
They'll go. It's Patterson.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Night Train Lane.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. In motion left comes Moss. Cunningham looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are right back in this football game.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's done. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Cam to throw.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. O.J. Howard, 50 yards.
And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Oh, this is blocked. And now the Ravens get it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it. And maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there. Blocked the extra point and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Randy Moss, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Throwing is Newton.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Now Newton. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Newton. Able to find Perriman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Newton to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now it's Newton. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know, every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
Here's Patterson again. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last.